Good morning everybody and welcome. It's Denise here, Denise Junk Journals UK. It's lovely to have you join me on this beautifully sunny February morning here in the UK. So yeah, hi and welcome. So yeah, I'm sitting playing with, I don't know if you can see the state of my desk, but yeah, sitting down whenever I can and playing with tiny bits of paper and scraps and little ideas. Just so that I can keep having quick small fixes of crafting, because for those of you that don't know, I'm recovering after an operation and I can't sit at my desk for as many hours as I used to, not yet, so breaking myself in slowly, yeah, but getting frustrated. So yeah, if you want to join me for some little tiny bakes, yeah, let's get on there. So if you were with me yesterday, you'll have seen that I made some of my favourite little sweet notebooks. I did say I was going to go on and make a few more after I left you, and I did. Oh, I didn't carry on. I went and had a rest like I have to. I'm doing as I'm told. Yeah, went and had a rest and actually just sat in the recliner, which is in the chair in the room where I craft, and sat across looking at all the mess I'd left on the desk. Yeah, but I did what I was supposed to and rested, and then I got up and I made a few more of these, not too many. Love that printing on that vellum there, look, gorgeous. Stamping, I should say, not printing. Yeah, made a few more. Can't remember which ones I made on camera and which I didn't now, but you'll know because your brain won't be as scatty as mine. Yeah, this was a big one that I found partly done in my scrap box, so I just finished off, stuck a few little bits in it. Yeah, finished off inking. Ooh, that's pretty. Finished off inking it, and yeah, just added a few bits. I just love these little notebooky things. Yeah, so I was thinking about, and I did say you know, that they're good pocket fillers and things like that, but I was thinking about which pockets they would go in, because some of them are a little bulky, not too bad, but you know, I like to embellish, which makes them a little bit fatter. And yeah, obviously in a lot of pockets they will just either be too low or hidden. I mean, that one wouldn't because it's quite big, but you know, these lovely little ones that I like to make might be okay in a tuck or something, but in a pocket they're going to be hidden, aren't they? Yeah, so I was watching Cori, I'm sure you all know, but I will link what I was watching below for you to see. I think it was her, is it flips, flaps and it's not flops, flips, flaps and folds, I don't know, something like that. And she was making a pocket that interested me. Let's start with the one that I started with, this one. So it's like a two, I've got a pointy bit, so it's like a two pocket kind of piece. Yep, so it's got a wide one there and then a small tag pocket there, and I thought, oh, now that would be good. That nice wide one there would be perfect to put, yeah, one of these books in. Now Cori covered hers here, her pocket front with, or didn't cover it, she made it with vellum, which would be ideal again for these booklets, but I don't have my vellum here with me, so I had to make do. So I just made a narrow, or shallow perhaps I should say, pocket front. Yeah, and it fitted lovely until I realised that actually that's probably too wide for a page in my journal. So yeah, I just went off and made one, yeah, 17 centimetres, and probably 13 is about the maximum mostly that I can get in you know, in the journals that I make all the time. So that's going to fit in a bigger journal, but it will not fit in that fit nice in there, didn't it? Might have to I did have something in it. No, I didn't, did I? Yeah, might have to cover that and make it the tag for there. Yeah, so obviously then I went on to make a smaller one. Now that you probably spotted, that is a Stamperia paper. I'll show you in a minute what we did. Yep, so I went on to make a smaller one and I made this one, which is, yeah, 12.5. So I made it to fit in the actual journals that I make. But obviously it had to be a very tiny tag in there. But yeah, there's nothing wrong with a tiny tag. And yeah, here's a booklet that I made yesterday when I came back to the table. I've just been, you know, this is another way to get rid of some of your little scraps. Just make them really interesting, folded up bits. Are you upside down? Oh, you're upside down. Oh, what a shame. Obviously I wasn't paying too much attention. Yeah, and I stapled this one, it wasn't quite in the middle. Yeah, stapled it for speed, but yeah, so that one fits sweet in there, but of course the majority of these that I've made, some will, some would fit in with that one. Yeah, probably just. Yeah, that one would fit in. But obviously the bigger we get, no. Yeah, so the teeny tiny ones fit. Was that the one I had in there? Yeah, the teeny tiny ones fit, but not the bigger ones. So then I had another play, still keeping it a small size for my journals. And I have on camera there. Yeah, so this one is a lot smaller actually. So this one is just over 11. So you know, some of my journals I do make quite small. And instead of making that a pocket, I've just made it a tuck, which obviously will take something a bit more. Yep, it will stand above it, but they will still tuck in it. That's as far as I've got. I decided then it was time to turn on the camera and show you what I was up to. So I've got those three anyway, with three booklets in and now 3 tags when I get that one made. Did I say these little tiny tags were from my Stamperia pad? They were, that's, you know, they're printed that small, so they were lucky. But of course we've got plenty of scraps to make teeny tiny tags. You know, that's not going to be an issue, is it? And they are something just a little bit different, aren't they, to what we normally make. So thank you, Cori. I will link below. I think I said that, didn't I? Yeah, the video that I saw it in. So this is what I've got. So this is what I did to start with. This is a Stamperia pad. And what you want is double-sided paper, which is what I was trying to use the Stamperia pad where I needed both sides of it, you know, because it's so beautiful. And it's nice when you fold it over if you've got, you know, quite a big difference between the two. This is a page from the Graphics 45 because I had to take a page out and play with it, if you know me. Yeah, so it's very similar colour. It is a different pattern, but it's very similar colour when you turn it over. Yeah, so perhaps not ideal, but I'm going to make one out of it. And this one that I made was just a scrap out of the scrap box, which was about half a page of a book, Victorian Country Garden, I believe. Is it Henry Terry? I think. Anyway, you'll know the book. Those of you that know will know. So basically all it is a strip of paper. That's, you know, different on the other side, and folded over. So I just think I got my finished mark first. Yeah, so that one's 13, it's a bit bigger. Folded that one at 12 and I folded that one at 13, so yeah, I was all over the place. And you just literally fold it over, that's all you do. Yeah, you can see there's nothing tricky going on there. And then, better measure, hadn't I? Yeah, find the middle and take a divot out. So I'll do that on them all at once. Do it kind of mini mass make. If I can see that, crikey. Let's see if I do it on this side. It'll be easier. Yes, it will. That's better. I'm loving that I'm getting to use this Stamperia paper and not, you know, getting to see both sides of it, not having to choose. Because like I said, when I did it the first time, I think I did it, yeah I did. I did it on the Dust It Off, using your 12 by 12 double-sided. Yeah, I was, I've only got the one pad and I probably only will have the one pad, I won't buy another one. Yeah, so I was really torn about which sides to lose. So, you know, finding these things that use both sides really, yeah, really cheering me up. Okay, so, and then I've just spotted a piece there that I've cut off there that I quite like. Let me just cut it down. Yeah, just find something to go there. I'm literally just going to hack at it. You know me, once the camera is on, it is on, isn't it? Yes. Yeah. And like I said yesterday, if you was listening, I have been told I've got to take it easier, and oops, I have to admit to having been sat here for a good hour this morning. I mean, I've been and rested and put my legs up and what have you, but yeah, I have already had a good hour sitting at my desk this morning. Neil's at work, so he can't be telling me off and stopping me. I really like that, but I don't like it on there, so we'll hang on to it. What do I want on here? Yeah, so a few shortcuts were necessary. Oops, don't throw them on the floor. I'm getting a bit piled high, aren't I? Is there anything in here that will go? Otherwise, I've got some more of the cardstock that I could. Cut. What am I like there size-wise? That's a lot smaller. I just liked that silhouette of that bird there. Just caught my eye. Yeah, it's not particularly square. There's always one that I don't put far enough in. Stop rushing. No, there isn't always one. There's two. Two this time. Yeah, I'm just liking that rounded look as well for the tuck. Yeah, and that matches quite nice, doesn't it? Flower of Life. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with that one. Now, of course, what Cori was saying you could do was also, well, take a divot out of this or not take a divot out of this, it's up to you, but put it down on your page so that that is also a pocket, so you'd have like your tag, your booklet, and then maybe a nice, yeah, it's a good idea, a nice big journal card in the back. And actually there are some lovely journal cards with this Stamperia paper pad, so I may just do that to this one. So yeah, I'm going to put that one down. No, we'll do this bit first. Let's remove that. You can probably just see the glass conservatory roof in it. And I have to tell you that I do have magpies here, like I did have at home, visiting me. And this morning I had one sat on the glass roof, and I was thinking, please don't use it for a toilet, because that would be gross. But when I looked up at him, he had brought some food with him. I don't know where from, whether it's a bird table or something he'd found, but it looked like a peanut and a baked bean, of all things. Yeah, and he sat eating the peanut, dropping lots of crumbs, let me tell you, and looking at me, bit cheeky. And I said to him, I hope you're not going to leave a mess on that roof, it's messy enough. And he obviously took umbrage at that, because he flew off and he left his baked bean behind. Oh, that's nice as well, look. Yeah, he left his baked bean behind. So until we have some rain, we now have a lovely baked bean sitting, well, it's probably baking even more in the sun because it's very sunny today. Sitting on the conservatory roof, I ask you. So, yes, I hope he's going to come back and collect it, unless another bird does. I haven't looked up recently to see if it's still there, but stick it down and pull it off. That's just like me, isn't it? Now I did on this one, I rounded it. I don't think I'm going to, you know, because it's got this round thing here. I don't think I'm going to on this one. I think I will leave this one square, so they're all, you know, slightly different. And I'm wondering if that will maybe fit in there. We'll see. Perhaps. Obviously, I'm going to have to spend some time making some tags as well. So that was that one. I'm going to lift around these. Let's see what this looks rounded here. Not done that yet. So will that work still? Yeah, can't see why not. Oops, pencil. Are we the right way up? We don't want any more upside downies today. 2.5 and 1/4, 2 3/4. A long way from there, aren't I? Yeah. Oh yeah, about the bird. So yeah, that was my little bit of fun for this morning. Neil's gone to work. I think I told you he was going today. I think I just told you he was at work. so he can't keep his eye on me. And yeah, I'm having a proper rest day today, apart from the crafting. But yeah, I will keep going, and I mean, I'm not daft. I'm not going to make myself poorly. I will keep going and resting. So when I've done this one, I will go and rest again, and then I'll come back and tidy up. But I do want to. I'm trying to strengthen myself because I do want to get on now with the journal. Otherwise, I'm not going to have any time to play in it at all, really. The giveaway journal. So where's my little cloth? Yeah, so I'm trying to kind of build my stamina up to sit here at the table. I mean, I can do it in lots of little bits. I have been doing, but I tend to, once I sit down with a big job like that, now I like the way that divot has revealed that different colour there again, like that. Yeah, once I sit down and I'm doing a big job, I tend to not get up again, so I'm quite likely to overdo it if I'm not ready for it. Ooh, I'm still loving these. Now that could just be a lovely front on there, a pocket at the back, and that I'm going to do that because I love that so much. This is how I like to create things. What have I done with my glue book though? And here it is. Oops. I'll just turn my phone off as well. That's it. And I just spotted that it was Neil, so maybe it's his lunchtime. I'll have a look in a minute. Gentle fairies, hush your singing. Yeah, I'm loving using these fairy poems at the moment. I hope I'm enthusing you to use yours, those of you that are cutting the fairy books up ready. Yeah, I'm so eager to get a fairy journal and an Edith Holden journal on the way, but I need to get this giveaway journal done first. Yes, I like that. So much for booklets. So much for making pockets for booklets, but yeah, just needs a ticket, but I don't know what yet. Yep, so that one, we'll consider that one done as well. I'll see if that will go in there now. Was that the one? It is quite a thick booklet, that, isn't it? The others are all quite big now. We've got 3 really big ones which might just have to go in ordinary pockets. Yeah, but either way, I'm loving these pockets. So just one more to show you. And I wonder, this is part of this. I'm just wondering if we could have an uptuck on this one instead of a, don't see why not. Let's take a divot out. I keep using things and then putting them back in a completely different place. There it is. Have I marked it? There seems to be a mark on there, but I don't recall marking it. Let's have a look. No. Good job I didn't use it. Must have been from something else. So yeah, often I start out making something and it ends up being something else. I'm sure we all do. I'm sure that's part of the joy of this actual craft. Yeah, so I have got 3 or 4 with the booklets in anyway, haven't I? And it looks like I may well have 3 that won't have booklets, that will have something else in. Of course, you can make these and then make your booklets to fit. I still have lots and lots of scraps for booklets. I love the way that flower goes the other way as well. So the picture on the back page of this was in a different direction to this one. And that just gives it a bit of interest as well. Cloth. Yeah, so it's going to be another quick make today, another quick video, but you know, at least I'm getting some done and getting to chat to you a little bit. Yeah, and again, I like that pink back there. I'm going to leave this one square. It is quite naturally distressed. It is an old book. Yeah, and I think I'm going to like that as an uptuck. Yeah, so we've got several different things from one little idea. Yes, loop. Now I'm sure I will, think about what you're doing, Denise, up there and around there. I will perhaps fill these, the three that aren't having the booklets in, with something else that I make from scraps. I'm thoroughly enjoying the scrap making, scrap busting, whatever you want to call it, tasks at the moment. And like I say, all these things are going to go, or a lot of them are going to go in that journal. So it won't be this piece, but obviously, yeah, something will up-tuck in there. And again, something behind it on the page. And a tag in there. Yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed seeing all that. I have just got one more thing to show you. But chat to me in the comments, let me know if you made the booklets, or if you're going to have got these pockets, or both. Yeah, so I will sit this afternoon and just make a few tags for there, but you know how to make tags, you're not missing out on anything there, I'm sure. I'm just thinking they would be nice perhaps with tabs on the side. You could make them into a flip out and put a pocket on the back. They would be nice, wouldn't they? I was just thinking if I could do it with that one, but I can't. Yeah, so you could get a piece as big as that, make a flip on the side of it, and then do that. Yeah, once again, the ideas are flowing, even though I can't sit and play any longer, but yeah, get those bits of paper out and get playing if you can, guys. I just wanted to show you this, which was my get well card from my sister that she made. I think I told you she's a card maker. So it's a box of, not going to take them out because I took one out and I could not get it back in again. But yeah, flowers. Hope you can see it. I'm trying to tip it up. So it's a box she's made out of paper, flowers out of paper, and she's actually stitched little buttons in the centre of them all. She's made the stems. Yeah, lovely. I was really thrilled to get that when I came out of hospital. I just keep meaning to show you it and didn't. Okay guys, so that's it from me. I'm afraid it is a really quick one today. But yeah, better than nothing. So I hope you're all well. Have a lovely, lovely day, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye. So I've had a little rest and I've just watched the video back to check it was okay. And yes, it was a very quick video, wasn't it? 20 minutes. Yeah, I'm thinking that is a little bit too short. So what I'm doing now is creating a start of my snippet roll. So I'm wondering if you'd like to spend 10 or 15 minutes with me doing that. So yeah, I won't be sitting for more than 15 again, because I've probably done too much today, but I do want to get this done. I really want to get these scraps removed from my table. I have added just a tiny finger pinch full out of my scrap box, just for a few different colours to add in. But all I did is I had a page of this tea dye coffee collage ruled, I think they call it. Anyway, lined paper. Just cut them into, I can't remember what they were, 4cm strips, something like that. I'm just, sticking them together. Yeah, and just going along. I'll start here. I've not really done much. There we go, just going along. I hope that bit there is in view. Yeah, inking and adding all these little bits of scraps, and I'm hoping I will get the majority of them on this, and it will then just fold up if I want it to, or roll up or whatever. And then my intention is, obviously I'll use it for all sorts of embellishments, but yeah, my intention is that it will go, that's not the glue stick I was using, that is, yeah, it'll go into stash, but I'm going to use it for some envelopes. I'm going to start decorating some envelopes up, because I've got quite a stash of envelopes on the go. So I'm putting some bigger pieces, some smaller pieces. I am inking as I go, because I just like the look. It just adds something, especially on collage pieces, I find. So yeah, I am inking. Yeah, I'm not spending too much time seeing where it goes, but obviously I want everything to fit. So a little bit. So it's I guess it's just pleasure, this bit. I'm creating something beautiful, but I am literally just sitting having fun with my scraps, as well as hopefully a clear table at the end. Now I'm thinking when I've finished I may go back along and put some of my labels and things like that on. I'll have a look through the boxes at things I've got, because I have yeah, I've got labels, lots of different labels, and you know, all sorts of things, Edwardian ladies, typewriters, yeah, just little butterflies, yeah, all sorts of bits of ephemera. So I'm thinking I kind of make it up as I go along. You know me, I do what I feel like. Yes, I'm kind of thinking I might go along and put some bits of those. What I will have to do is be careful not to overdo it, because you know, some of these pieces I'm using are very tiny and very colourful, so they're kind of full on strips as they are. Yeah, mostly I want to just yeah, have it to craft with, you know, have it there ready, so if I suddenly want something, you know, which is what snippet roll is all about, isn't it? Yeah, that it's there ready to go. I'll go in the middle with that, I think, after all that deliberating. Let's have a thin, but you see there's like that's from Edith Holden, it's like what is it, something willow, pussy willow do we call it? In England I think we called it pussy willow, because it's got, I think it's really soft, like perhaps like cat's ears or a cat's tail. And I think it's from the willow tree. I think I'm right. I think it's pussy willow. Yeah, so that might go on a part of it. Obviously it doesn't go where it is now. I know that. Yeah, I keep picking the wrong glue up. This one's all but empty, and yeah, get that horrible dragging sensation of the, I ought to chuck it in the bin really. Let's throw it. You have the plastic dragging across the, whatever it is you're gluing. Yeah, so it's growing really quick. I've literally only been on a couple of minutes. Started this. And I was thinking about the length of the video, and I thought, well, I could pop a bit of this on the end. I'm sure somebody will be interested to see it. Stop thinking, Denise, and just put it down. It's like the curse of the camera. When I started, I was just picking a piece up, and as long as it was different from either the 2 or the 3 it was touching, I was just putting it down. Now the camera's on, I'm like, does that go there? Doesn't that go there? Strange. It's like, it must be like because I'm being watched, I guess. Very odd. So I'll try not to. I'll try and stop doing that. That's better. I'm just wondering if I want more plain pieces than I've got going on, but the point of it is not to pick and choose your colours. The point of it is, see, I didn't even ink that one, to move the scraps off my desk. So I have a thought about this colour or that colour, and then I try to push it out of my mind and go back to just picking something up and putting it down. So my sister is on her way to visit us. She's got about an hour's drive from where she is, so she won't be here imminently, but I would think she'll be here in about 3/4 of an hour or something like that. So I'll be stopping for the day then, stopping and packing up for the day. So yeah, another 10-15 minutes, no, not another one, another 10 minutes maybe at this, and then I will, yeah, well, I'm hoping have quite a clear desk, but I may be hoping for too much there, I don't know. Yep, so I've been talking to you guys in the comments. A lot of you are still having lots of snow, and yeah, still some very, very wintry weather. We do complain a lot here in the UK, don't we, about our weather, and to be honest, when we hear about the sort of weather you guys are having, it is a little bit pathetic. Us Brits and our weather, eh? Yeah. To be fair, we don't. We think we do, but we don't have extremes of weather. And yeah, I'm pretty sure it's something to do with global warming. Yeah, but I won't get into that. It's a bit controversial. But yeah, we're having, even for us, milder winters and yeah, less hot summers. Is yeah, I would say, in my opinion anyway, much less difference, you know, huge differences between our winters and summers. Yeah, they've never been like you have in America and Australia and Canada. But yeah, we did used to, you know, when I was at school, years ago, I do remember that we used to have baking hot summer days, definitely. And yeah, also remember trudging to school in quite deep snow and you know, power cuts because of it and all that kind of thing. In fact, I was only saying to Neil the other day when we was out in the car, because there were kids coming home from school, some with no coats on at all. I mean, it's cold still. It's not summer here. You know, all the coats undone or whatever. And you know, I was saying to him, and he was agreeing, how when we used to walk to school, you know, January, February, we would have coat and scarf and probably gloves, gloves too, and yeah, be well wrapped up against the weather. So I don't know, was it a lot colder then? Our kids a lot more, I don't think they're more hardy, but I don't know. You tell me what you think. The other interesting conversation we had that led on from that was how heavy our school bags were. You know, you had to have a certain amount of books with you. I'm talking at, you know, the senior school, which is, I think you would call that high school in some other countries. You know, and sometimes if you didn't get your timetable right, you had to take a few books just to make sure you didn't get into trouble for not having your book with you. Yeah, and the kids barely seem to have a pen in their pocket now, never mind a bag full of books. So, I mean, I'm a teacher. I haven't been in school for, gosh, 3 years. That's scary, isn't it? Yeah, I haven't been in school for 3 years now. And yeah, I mean, when I was teaching, you know, they had coats and things, but they often wouldn't fasten them up, or it'd be like they'd come back from because they'd forgotten them and what have you. But yeah, the more kids I see now, the more no coats, no gloves, no scarves. What they do, I mean, a lot of children, I have to say, go to school in cars now, don't they? Which we did occasionally, but it was a treat, and we were very, very lucky. And yeah, we didn't live any further from schools than kids do now. In fact, probably lived further. But of course, they get used to cars and things, don't they? So yeah, I guess we had to have coats and, you know, umbrellas and things like that, because if you got soaked going to school, you were soaked most of the day. Well, until you're gently steamed dry. I have no idea how I got onto that conversation. I'm not going to trace that one back. But yeah, I'm getting some, pleased to say I'm getting some wider pieces down now. So I was talking and not thinking, and that's done me some good. I'm sure I was going to put that dotty side up, but never mind. Stop pressing so hard on your glue, Denise. So yeah, once you start with these, they grow and grow and grow. I am now right off the end of the table. So yeah, I'm not sure how much more interesting it's going to be for you to see any more of this. I haven't got any earth-shattering conversation for you. Yeah, and I have to say I've got the door shut because I'm filming, and although it's bitter cold outside, it's very sunny, and I can feel, oops, oh then, I can feel my cheeks burning in the heat, so I'm going to have to stop filming anyway, so I can open the door and have some fresh air. So yeah, it will add a little bit onto the video anyway. And then when I drag this out and use it in a couple of videos time, at least you'll remember seeing some of it being made. So it doesn't matter how many clusters, how many collage pages, how many masterboards and snippet rolls I make, I do not seem to be getting down the scraps very much. I mean, you probably know because you've been with me, but I can't even think how many projects in these last few days I've said to you, right, I'm going to use these scraps up, they're not going away. And yet, here they still are. It might be they have to go away. What do you think? Right, I'll call that a day here. You know what I'm going to do, don't you? I'm just going to add another one on and just keep going for another, I don't know, 7 or 8 minutes. I'll just show you what it looks like so far. Yeah, another 7 or 8 minutes will probably double the size of that. And then once it's dry, I think I will probably just roll it over. I'll let it dry first though. And then if there is anywhere where there's little gaps, can you see there? There is a little bit of the paper showing through. I mean, it doesn't matter because it's coffee dyed paper, but I might put an embellishment there. And to be honest, that might be more interesting for you to see when I've got it finished and I pop a few embellishments on it. So, yeah, if I do any of that today, I will put it again on the end of this video and you'll be watching it in a second. But, you know, if I stop and don't do any more, have a lovely day and I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, so I've done the strip. I've had 10 minutes rest while it dried on the heated floor here. So this is one full sheet of A4 paper on the back there. Yeah, just cut into a strip and glued end to end. And yeah, actually it did take up quite a lot of those scraps. Yeah, a few ends weren't sticking down, but nothing too drastic. Yeah, so yeah, it used a lot of them up. And yes, I do think I might go along and stick perhaps bigger than that, but perhaps some plain labels and things. Not quite as big as that, but yeah, every now and then. And perhaps an odd butterfly or flower, we'll see. But you will see that at a later date. I've also, so this is what I've got left in my tiny bits. And do you know what? I am going to allow myself to chuck those in the bin. There's another tiny piece there, look. Not allow myself, but I'm going to say keep myself sane by chucking them in the bin. I had 6 long strips, so I have simply attached them to each other and put that pussy willow catkin, is it catkins maybe, on there. Yeah, so they're just, they can go in the embellishment bits now, but they're started, you know, same as that snippet roll. And then this is all I've got left, which isn't, not too, I mean, that one I've pulled out the scrap box just now, so I'm going to put back in. So a couple of pieces of my William Morris calendar, a couple of pieces of this Stamperia. Now this white cardstock, yeah, I might make another snippet roll with these, but they are, on that book page, they're just a little bit heavier. So it won't be a massive one, will it? Just a little bit heavier than the paper, so yeah, I didn't want to mix them in with the paper. And then here, these are pieces that I think are big enough. I'll just show you them. Yeah, to make another couple of, and they're double-sided. You know what I'm going to say, don't you? If they're double-sided, that one isn't. Booklets, yeah. So by the time I've made those into 2, maybe 3, maybe 4 more booklets, I might just stencil on the back of that and add that in as well. Or I'll be left with those, and those will be a snippet. So yeah, so I think, yeah, I'm going to leave those. I won't be doing them all tomorrow now, but I think if I make that my first job tomorrow morning, when I get up and start crafting, I will have cleared my desk. Okay guys, hope I haven't driven you mad. Thank you for keeping me company. That's definitely is the end of the video now. So yeah, chat to me, give me a thumbs up, and come and see me tomorrow. Hopefully we'll be doing, oh, I do hope, some work on the journal, but not promising. Okay, see you soon. Bye bye.